Tonight I'm in Melbourne. I've actually come down to the beach here in St Kilda, and I was hoping to be able to have some fantastic views right next to the water, watching the world go by. But unfortunately, the weather has changed and it's become really windy. So I'm in this restaurant. They pulled down these screens so you can see that we've got some plastic here. You can see the waves, hopefully, that they're crashing in now. There's lots and lots of wind. So unfortunately, I can't do the lovely beach scenes, but that's just the way the world is. Sometimes these things happen. And I've come down to Beachcomber Restaurant, which is one of the best places to come and eat. It's got a cafe here as well, so you can get some fantastic cakes and snacks during the day. And in the evening, you can have a full meal. Now, the reason why this place is interesting is because Melbourne's got one of the biggest Greek communities outside of Greece, and this place is Greek inspired. So I'm going to get something quite cool. I'm going to have some souvlaki as the main course, get some little dip starters, and hopefully it's going to be a fantastic meal. So let's wait and see what happens when the food comes. So here is the menu for Beachcomber, and as with most beach places, it's laminated, waterproof, just in case any water comes in. It's quite a big menu, not as much on it. It's big physically. We've got starters. Now, I won't run through them all, but I picked out the most Greek version. So what's something called saganaki, which is grilled cheese with fresh lemon and drizzled honey. That sounds interesting. I'm going to go for that. And then the trio of dips. Now, there's lots of burger, pasta, salad, pizza, sharing plates, but I'm going for the souvlaki. When souvlaki, it's basically Greek street food. It's meat that's been cooked on a skewer that's served with a pita bread and usually marinated in some sort of thing. It's been around in Greece for hundreds, possibly thousands of years. Whilst it was street food originally, it's actually quite high-end these days, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like. So I'm going to go for that, and then after that, I'll have a look at the dessert menu because it is absolutely massive. So this is saganaki. Now, I've never had this before, but apparently it's a traditional Greek dish. So let me just squeeze a bit of lemon on here, and I'll tell you what it tastes like. I would tell you what's in it, but I can't remember. You remember? I'm just asking the cameraman. There's cheese in it, apparently.
Cheese, pastry, honey.
Cheese, pastry, honey. It almost looks like a dessert, but it's for starters. It was definitely on the starter menu. So it's quite flat. It looks very interesting. Let's see what it tastes like. Ooh. It's very cheesy. Yeah, really cheesy. It tastes a bit like grilled cheese with honey on it and a bit of lemon, obviously. Let me just have a bit. Yeah, it's a bit like a very flat cheese omelette. A bit harder than an omelette. Not sure how you make that. Quite nice. Interesting. Not like anything I've had before. Put that to one side. Now, it's a traditional trio of dips with some pita on the side. So, really big portion. I have to say that. That was the start. The cheese thing was a big portion as well, because if you get all of that, it's a lot of cheese. So, we've got three different dips here. Baba ganoush, which is eggplant or aubergine, depending on which part of the world you live in. We've again got tarama in the middle, which is cod roe, so very fishy, and then tzatziki on the end. So, let me just start off with my knife. I'll go with the fish one first. I'm not a massive cod roe fish fan, but I'll get a massive portion on there. Thankfully, it's not too fishy. In fact, it doesn't taste fishy at all. It tastes sweet. Tastes a bit like hummus. You wouldn't know there's any fish in that at all if you hadn't told me. And it wasn't pink. Okay, let's have a bit of baba ganoush. That's really tasty. Got a little garlic in there. Obviously the mashed up eggplant. Yeah, it's quite nice. Like that. And tzatziki is probably my favourite out of these three. Let's see what this one's like. Nice, light, fresh. Goes really well with the pita bread. Pita bread's really nicely cooked. Nice and thin, warm. So yeah, good start. That one's interesting, the cheese one. These ones, a bit more traditional, but you've got to try different things when you come out. So I'm quite pleased with the cheese. I'm going to have a bit more of that. I'll see you when the main courses come. the Souvlaki has now turned up, and it is absolutely massive. To say the portions in this place are huge. Just finished the starters and I'm feeling pretty full. I've now got this, which looks like it's got pretty much a whole chicken that's been skewered on it. Big pieces of feta, more pita bread, fantastic, and ordered a side of sweet potato wedges. So I'll start off by having one of these. Really good. Really crispy on the outside, super soft on the inside. Got a nice bit of seasoning on there. They're really good. Like them. Okay, so as I said, Souvlaki, originally street food in Greece, basically cooked, individual pieces of chicken cooked on a skewer. This has been marinated in some sort of spices, so let's take a couple of pieces off here, and then I will have this with a bit of pita bread. So I've got some more tzatziki here, load that up. Got a bit of chicken off, mind my fingers. It's really hot. Wow, really hot. Really big. It's very tasty though. That chicken's really absorbed all of those spices, so it's sort of infused into the meat itself. But importantly, it's really soft inside, so I'll just break a piece open. You can see that the meat is still really soft and succulent, because sometimes if you have things that have been cooked on a skewer, it can go a bit hard if they've overcooked it too quickly. That's remained really nice internally. That's a really good souvlaki. So much of it. If I was in London, I would think I'd probably get that. To have two big portions like this, absolutely massive. So I'm going to crack on. Well, let me have a bit of this cheese. Bit of Greek cheese, lovely. Okay, I'm going to crack on with this. I'll see you for the dessert. The desserts have arrived. So I've gone for two options. We've got lemon meringue, which looks really good, really impressive. Always like to think that, you know, the quality of the dessert, you can see the quality of the restaurant by the quality of the dessert. This looks pretty good. And because this place is a cafe as well, and it does lots of fun stuff, couldn't really resist this one, which is a Cookie Monster Fuzzy Buddy, which is probably for the kids, but I just like the fact that he's eating a cookie there. Let's start off with the Fuzzy Buddy. There we go. It's hard on the outside. It's sort of they put some crispy coating on here. In fact, the whole thing seems quite hard. Wow. I don't know what it's made of, but it's pretty hard. Oh. So it's a vanilla cupcake, and then what would normally be what I would expect to be soft cream is actually, it's set, but it's really tasty, really sweet. And then colouring on the outside is just colouring, but predominant, really strong vanilla flavour, really nicely cooked, really good. I like that, and I just think it's great fun. Okay, let's move on to the lemon meringue. Very impressed with this. Nice bit of blowtorching on the top. Two little strawberries. They've done well with the peaks. Let's cut through it, see what it's like on the inside. Oh, okay, it's got a good amount of lemon. Nice bit of meringue. Not too much meringues. I think if you overdo the meringue, it's just too much sugar and just kills it. Really good. Pastry's really nice, crisp, thin. Good amount of lemon. Really strong flavour of lemon. Meringue's not too overpowering. That's excellent. Had a lot of lemon meringue so far. That's right up there. I'd say these two desserts, really good. Obviously nothing to do with Greece, either of them, but I just think they're really tasty. So I'll crack on with these. I'll see you at the end for the bill. Okay, so here we are at the end of the meal, and the wind has really got up. You might be able to hear it. There's a bit of a hurricane coming in, I think, but we're okay in here. So what did I think of Beachcomber at St Kilda? Well, started off with the trio of dips, really nice, pita bread, really nicely cooked, loads of it, really big portion. And then had the saganaki, which was surprising, I would say. I've not had it before, but I think it's meant to be a bit fluffier and a bit more like an omelette. It was basically like a rock-hard pancake of cheese. It tasted okay, but not something I would ever order again. For the main course, I had souvlaki, which was good. Really big portion again, lots of chicken, been really well marinated, very succulent, very tasty. Came with a bit of salad, some pita bread, and some saganaki, which was good. So good pork and massive, huge amount of food. And then for the desserts, had a fantastic lemon meringue pie, one of the best that I've had for a long time. And then the really fun cupcake with the Cookie Monster on there, which was surprisingly hard, but actually really tasty. So what's my overall? Oh, let's have a look at the bill, shall we? So the bill, now this is in Australian dollars. It came to a total of $197.50. So if I divide that by 2 for the UK, then that's around about £100. Now that includes 2 other salads that the cameraman and the cameraman number 2 had tonight. So I think price-wise, not bad. Volume of food-wise, huge amounts of food. Now, I have to say, I've been in Australia for a couple of days. Everywhere I've been, it's the same story. It's similar to sort of American-sized portions, really big, lots of food. So tasty and a lot of volume. What's my overall assessment of the Beachcomber restaurant? Well, normally this place would be the cool place to hang out where you can watch the world go by, look at the beach, watch the sunset. That was the plan when I booked this place, was that I was going to have some great views of the sunset. Unfortunately, the weather's changed, so we didn't get to see the sunset, and they've closed this bit as well. So a bit of a shame, lost a little bit of the atmosphere, and one of the reasons for actually coming here. In terms of the food itself, I think it was pretty decent for a beachside restaurant. You know, you don't really expect Michelin star food down at the beach. Pretty decent. I think my overall score for this place, 7 out of 10, which is all right. I think it was good, but I wouldn't come back here. I think there's probably better options in Melbourne. There's so many different food offerings around that I think you know, I'd like to try somewhere else. But it was decent. It was okay. If you're coming to St Kilda, definitely check it out. Got some great cakes and things in the cafe. So thank you very much for watching this video all the way through to the end. Please give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I'll see you again on the next video.